Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a child standing at the crossroads of life, armed with nothing but the emotional tools they've been given. Now picture this, the happiness they experience in life, the success they achieve, the way they navigate relationships, the peace they find within themselves. It all stems from how they were raised. That's right. The foundation of everything they will become, the way they think, feel, and interact with the world, is rooted in the parenting styles they were exposed to. Let me ask you this, what kind of parent are you? And if you're not a parent yet, what kind of parent do you want to be? Do you want to raise a child who feels confident, loved, and capable, or do you want to create a person who struggles with self-doubt, insecurity, and fear? The truth is, the way we parent directly determines how our children will experience their world. Today, we're not just talking about raising children, we're talking about shaping their destiny. We're going to dive deep into how your parenting style can unlock your child's potential or trap them in a cycle of uncertainty. The choices you make today can either empower or disempower your child's future happiness. Are you ready to take control of that? Are you ready to unlock the happiness, the emotional resilience, and the well-being your child is capable of? Stay with me, because by the end of this speech, you'll understand exactly how to be the kind of parent who helps your child thrive, not just survive. Parenting is the foundation of everything a child will become in life. It's the bedrock that influences how they approach challenges, how they view themselves, and how they connect with others. From the moment a child is born, they are like a blank canvas ready to be shaped by the experiences they encounter. And the most significant of these experiences are provided by their parents. A child's emotional development, self-esteem, and social behaviors are all molded by the parenting they receive, and those early years are incredibly formative. How a child feels loved, disciplined, and supported in these crucial stages sets the stage for how they will perceive the world around them for the rest of their lives. When we think about the foundation of a child's happiness, we cannot ignore the influence of the parental approach. A parent's love, guidance, and discipline shape how a child navigates their own emotions. A child who grows up feeling secure and loved will be better equipped to handle the difficulties that life presents. Conversely, a child who grows up in a turbulent or emotionally unstable environment may struggle to trust others and may carry feelings of insecurity and fear well into adulthood. These early impressions shape everything: the way a child builds self-worth, handles failure, and creates meaningful relationships. It's more than just basic needs. It's the emotional support that acts as the solid ground beneath their feet, helping them to rise even when the world challenges them. When parents are actively engaged, when they demonstrate affection, offer consistent guidance, and set healthy boundaries, they offer a sense of emotional stability to their children. This creates an environment in which children feel they have the freedom to explore, take risks, and develop confidence. It's a nurturing relationship where a child knows that they are loved unconditionally and their emotional needs are respected. This type of foundation doesn't just influence how children react to challenges, it affects how they face life. They learn to believe in themselves, develop resilience, and carry an inner strength that allows them to find happiness no matter what life throws their way. Parenting is not just about teaching right from wrong, it's about setting an example of how to live with joy, how to overcome adversity, and how to love and care for others. When this foundation is built, the potential for happiness in life grows exponentially, because the child carries with them the emotional tools they need to succeed, to fail, and to rise again. The role of a parent in shaping this foundation cannot be overstated. It is the most important work a person can do in this world. The power of influence that parents hold in a child's life is immeasurable. As a child grows, they absorb everything from their environment, particularly from the people who are closest to them. Parents are the first role models, the first source of love and discipline. Children naturally look to their parents for guidance on how to view themselves and how to interact with the world. What parents say and do will form a child's initial perceptions of self-worth, confidence, and emotional regulation. A parent who encourages their child, who listens and validates their feelings, is teaching them that they are valuable and worthy of respect. This builds a solid foundation for a child's self-esteem and future happiness. On the other hand, when a parent's actions are negative, whether through harsh criticism, emotional neglect, or inconsistency, children internalize these messages. They may develop low self-esteem, insecurity, and self-doubt, which can hinder their ability to trust themselves and others. These negative patterns can follow a child well into adulthood, creating barriers to happiness and success. The way a child perceives love and approval early in life will shape how they interact with the world as they grow older. If love is conditional or inconsistent, a child may grow up seeking validation from external sources, constantly doubting their self-worth and struggling with feelings of inadequacy. It's important to recognize the impact of both positive and negative influences on a child's emotional development. A child's sense of safety, belonging, and worthiness stems from the way their parents engage with them. Parents are the architects of their child's emotional world. A parent who models healthy relationships, emotional intelligence, and positive coping mechanisms will raise children who understand the value of these qualities in themselves and in others. This deep sense of self-love and acceptance becomes the foundation for long-term happiness. The impact of a parent's influence is so profound because it is felt on a subconscious level. Children may not always remember the specific words or actions of their parents, but they will remember how they felt in those moments. The energy they felt from their parents, the comfort, the encouragement, the warmth becomes a part of their internal dialogue. It becomes their internal narrative about who they are and what they deserve in life. Parents have the power to shape this narrative in ways that can empower their children for years to come, influencing everything from their career aspirations to the quality of their relationships. When we examine the different parenting styles, it becomes clear how much impact they have on the emotional and mental well-being of a child. The four main parenting styles, authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, and neglectful, create vastly different environments for children, which in turn shapes their happiness and ability to succeed in life. Each style influences how children view themselves, how they relate to others, and how they navigate life's challenges. The authoritarian style is often characterized by strict rules, high expectations, and little room for flexibility or open dialogue. Parents who employ this approach prioritize obedience and discipline over emotional connection. While this style might result in children who follow rules and respect authority, it often does so at the cost of a child's self-esteem. These children may grow up feeling that their worth is dependent on their ability to meet external expectations, which can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and difficulty in making decisions on their own. The pressure to constantly perform and be perfect can stifle creativity, emotional expression, and a sense of autonomy, which are all essential for long-term happiness. On the other hand, the authoritative parenting style blends high expectations with warmth and support. Parents who follow this approach set clear boundaries, but they also encourage open communication and provide their children with the tools they need to succeed. They recognize the importance of both discipline and emotional connection. Children raised in this environment tend to be more emotionally stable, confident, and independent. They understand that their value is not based on meeting rigid standards, but on their ability to learn, grow, and overcome challenges. These children are more likely to develop a healthy sense of self-worth and an optimistic outlook on life, as they have experienced love and support alongside accountability. Permissive parenting, by contrast, often involves an overly lenient approach where parents prioritize their child's desires and happiness over setting clear boundaries. While permissive parents may shower their children with affection and attention, the lack of structure can create confusion and insecurity. Children raised with this style may struggle to understand the importance of rules, responsibility, and consequences. They may lack the resilience needed to handle challenges and setbacks as they have not been given the tools to develop self-discipline. This often leads to frustration as they face a world that doesn't operate according to their immediate desires, impacting their happiness and ability to form lasting, healthy relationships. Neglectful parenting is perhaps the most damaging of all the styles. In this approach, parents are disengaged and often fail to meet their children's emotional and physical needs. Children raised in such an environment may feel invisible, unimportant, and unloved. This neglect can severely impact a child's ability to form secure attachments and lead to feelings of deep loneliness and unworthiness. These children are at a high risk of experiencing emotional and psychological difficulties later in life, which can hinder their happiness, relationships, and overall well-being. The lack of emotional support from their parents creates an emotional void that they struggle to fill throughout their lives. Each of these parenting styles has its own long-lasting impact on a child's happiness, and it's clear that the authoritative style provides the most balanced and nurturing environment. When children receive love, structure, and the opportunity to express themselves, they are more likely to grow into well-adjusted, happy adults. The emotional blueprint a parent provides can shape a child's outlook on life in profound ways. From their earliest moments, children begin to create a map of their emotional world, one that informs how they handle life's challenges, their self-worth, and their ability to form healthy relationships. A parent's influence during these formative years is crucial because it sets the tone for how children will process emotions and react to the experiences they encounter. This emotional blueprint is not simply about giving love, it's about providing the right kind of emotional support that allows children to thrive, no matter what life may throw their way. Children learn to navigate their emotions by watching how their parents handle their own feelings. A parent who models emotional regulation and resilience teaches their child how to manage stress, deal with disappointment, and find solutions to problems. These children are not only more equipped to handle everyday challenges, but are also better at managing their mental health in the long term. When a parent demonstrates patience, calmness, and empathy, children absorb these behaviors and internalize them as part of their own emotional toolkit. This emotional intelligence forms the foundation for a child's ability to be emotionally self-sufficient, building the strength to find happiness, even when faced with adversity. A child's emotional blueprint is also shaped by how their feelings are validated by their parents. When parents acknowledge their child's emotions and offer a safe space for expression, children feel heard and understood. This sense of validation reinforces the idea that their feelings matter and it's okay to express vulnerability. In contrast, when a child's emotions are dismissed or invalidated, they can feel as though their feelings aren't worthy of attention, leading to a lack of emotional confidence. These children may struggle with emotional expression in the future, leading to a sense of isolation or an inability to form strong emotional bonds with others. The emotional blueprint is also influenced by the security a child feels in their relationship with their parents. A strong attachment to a parent creates a sense of safety that allows children to explore the world with confidence. Children who feel secure in their relationship with their parents are more likely to take risks, explore their potential, and build positive relationships with others. This sense of emotional security is foundational for long-term happiness, as it gives children the confidence to navigate life's inevitable challenges knowing they have the tools to overcome them. Parents are the architects of this emotional blueprint, and what they build will stay with their children for a lifetime. The more love, support, and guidance a child receives in their formative years, the stronger their emotional foundation will be. It is this foundation that will guide them through life, helping them to develop the resilience and emotional intelligence they need to find happiness and success in their own lives. The contrast between positive and negative parenting cannot be overstated when it comes to shaping a child's emotional and mental well-being. Positive parenting creates an environment in which children feel safe, valued, and supported. They learn that they are worthy of love and respect, and as a result, they develop a strong sense of self-worth. These children are better able to navigate challenges, cope with stress, and build healthy relationships because they have been given the emotional tools to thrive. Positive parenting is not about perfection, it's about consistency, warmth, and guidance. When children grow up in an environment where their emotional needs are met with love, patience, and structure, they carry those lessons with them throughout their lives. Children raised in a positive environment often develop higher levels of emotional intelligence. They learn how to regulate their emotions, understand the feelings of others, and empathize with those around them. This allows them to develop strong social skills and form meaningful, supportive relationships. The foundation of these qualities is built in childhood, where the messages they receive from their parents influence how they approach the world. Positive parenting teaches children that it's okay to make mistakes and that they can always learn and grow from their experiences. This mindset fosters resilience and self-confidence, which are key components of long-term happiness. In contrast, negative parenting can have a significant impact on a child's happiness and emotional health. When a child grows up in an environment where love is conditional or discipline is harsh and inconsistent, it creates confusion and insecurity. These children may struggle to develop a strong sense of self-worth because they are constantly trying to meet the often unrealistic expectations of their parents. They may feel as though they are never enough no matter what they do, and this can lead to anxiety, depression, and difficulties with self-esteem. Negative parenting can also teach children to suppress their emotions or avoid vulnerability because they fear being judged or rejected. Children who experience negative parenting often struggle to build healthy, trusting relationships in adulthood. Their early experiences of emotional neglect or harsh punishment may make them wary of opening up to others, and they may carry the emotional scars of their childhood with them throughout their lives. They might develop unhealthy coping mechanisms or a deep sense of unworthiness that affects how they see themselves and their potential for happiness. This lack of emotional security can leave a lasting imprint, influencing everything from their career choices to their relationships with others. The impact of positive versus negative parenting is profound, not only in childhood, but well into adulthood. Positive parenting equips children with the emotional resilience and confidence they need to face the world, while negative parenting can create emotional barriers that hinder a child's ability to experience happiness and fulfillment. The way a parent nurtures their child's emotional well-being directly shapes their future, influencing their ability to cope with life's challenges, form healthy relationships, and ultimately find peace and joy. Parenting is not a phase, but a lifelong journey that influences a child's growth and development in profound ways. From the first steps to the teen years and well into adulthood, the role of a parent continues to shape their child's worldview, emotional resilience, and happiness. The impact of parenting doesn't end once a child reaches adulthood. It carries on throughout their life, forming the foundation of their self-image, relationships, and ability to overcome challenges. The emotional and mental tools that parents provide during childhood are what children carry with them as they navigate the complexities of the As children mature, they move from depending on their parents for basic needs to seeking emotional support and guidance in decision-making, relationships, and career choices. The emotional framework that a parent instills is what helps them build confidence in their own judgment and learn how to handle setbacks. When parents offer consistent love and support, it fosters trust, security, and a positive outlook on life. This belief in themselves and their ability to navigate challenges becomes a part of who they are, shaping how they respond to difficulties later in life. Parenting styles that encourage open communication, problem solving, and emotional expression serve children well, providing them with the confidence to face adversity with a sense of purpose and determination. A child who grows up knowing they are supported and valued will approach life's challenges with a growth mindset, viewing obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow. This resilience is a critical factor in long-term happiness, as it helps children, now adults, find joy even in the face of adversity. It's the belief that no matter how hard life may get, they have the emotional strength and resources to overcome it. However, parenting is not just about preparing children for the world, it's also about maintaining a lifelong relationship. As children become adults, they continue to rely on their parents for advice, comfort, and sometimes even guidance in their own parenting journey. The way parents interact with their children as they grow older influences the kind of relationship they will have throughout their adult lives. Parents who foster independence and respect for their child's individuality create a foundation for mutual respect in adulthood, allowing both parent and child to evolve together while maintaining a strong emotional connection. For parents, this journey is not just about raising a child, it's about nurturing a person who will one day become a parent themselves, a partner in relationships, and a contributing member of society. The wisdom, love, and emotional support parents give their children lays the groundwork for their children's success and happiness, both personally and professionally. A child who has been equipped with emotional intelligence, resilience, and a strong sense of self will not only lead a fulfilled life, but will also be in a better position to raise the next generation with the same values of love, support, and empowerment. In the end, the impact of parenting is lifelong, shaping not only how children grow up, but also how they interact with the world as adults. Parents provide the tools and wisdom that help their children find happiness, resilience, and success not just in childhood, but for a lifetime. The journey of parenting may evolve, but its effect on a child's happiness remains profound and unshakable.